All right, well, this is going to be interesting. This one's for you, Aries. This is Tarot Illumination. It's your general broad spectrum spiritual uh, perspective report for October 2018. We're going to use that journey of the heart spread, okay? So it's really, really wide, and we're focusing on the heart, okay? It's not like, career, money, finance, boyfriends, girlfriends. When am I going to meet my soulmate? We're not doing any of that here. We're going to the very core heart because without that, none of the rest of it matters, okay? So anyway, here's the thing. Cards are already well shuffled in advance. Okay, you know that. No jumpers, no flyers, no oracles, no reversals. We're just going to keep it as simple as we can. And we're going to invite you to bring your invisible friends into the reading, okay? Your angels, your archangels, the interns, your bodyguards, all of those entities out there who are there for you, especially by your invitation. They love to be invited instead of being taken for granted. Now, you know, Aries, we're coming into the October season, the Libra season, which is your basically the opposition. It's full on opposition. So we're looking at the first house, seventh house axis in the astrology. It's full on about relationship, okay? Now, we're going to have another playlist for love and relationship, but the energy of relationship is going to be part of this reading. There's no way out of it, okay? So just hold on. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. All right, here's for October. First of all, coming out of September, Aries, you would have already dealt with the full moon, okay? Libra sun and the Aries moon right at the end of September, which was I think the 25th, 24th or something. It was a big full moon. So now you're piling into October already lit up with the dynamics and the awareness of like, oh my gosh, what's happening in my relationship department, okay? Anyway, technical stuff here. October the 1st, Pluto goes direct in Capricorn. Okay, um, so there you go. October 6th, Venus goes retrograde in Scorpio. Okay, that's kind of serious, heavy duty. It's going to happen in your eighth house of deep, deep intimacy, along with Jupiter and along with the Sun, and I believe Mercury later. I'm not sure, I'll check it, but it means going deep, deep into the intimacy of relationships. In other words, what happens when you're hooked up? What happens when you're married? And, that's one thing, but what happens on the deep, intensive soul level connections of that kind of relationship? What is going to be reflected back to you in October? Okay. So October 8th, we had the new moon Libra. It's really going to be amplified. That new starts, new beginnings in your relationships, fundamental one-on-one relationships. Who are the significant number one people in your life? One-on-one. Who is really there for you? Who is not there for you? Who are your mortal enemies? Who are the people out there where like there is nowhere to hide? You're one-on-one face with them. They know all about you. They can see through everything. You can see through everything about you. What does it look like? Okay, because it's all going to be starting from scratch, and you're going to go diving deep immediately afterwards. Okay, October 10th and 12th, already jumping in here deep in the Scorpio stellium. Okay, October 24th, the full moon, Scorpio sun, Taurus moon, already going to amplify the access of intensity and value of the relationships. What is it that you value about the other? What is it the other that they value about you at the deepest core of your being? Okay. October 26th, the big Scorpio stellium amplified even further. Okay, so I don't want to dwell on this too much. I'll just show you what it looks like in terms of a tarot illumination astro doodle. There's very little here in the doodle except just the basic core information. I'll hold it steady there for you for a second. So Aries, you can have a look at that. And all I've really done is point out the core essentials. The Libra new moon over here, the Taurus full Scorpio full moon thing over here, October 24th, and the big Scorpio stellium over here. So it's like a double whammy for you. All right, so this chart could be your chart. New beginnings, new starts over here in fundamental relationships, one-on-one. Your mate, your number one partner, your business partner, your number one enemy. Okay, and what does that look like going deep? And you're going to find out. Okay, there's nowhere to hide. Lastly, while I have your attention, yay, fun stuff. Tarot Illumination membership. Check the buttons, okay? Check the links below. Personal readings, check the links below. First Friday healing event, October the 5th, check the link below. Shopping, yay, TL goodies, links below. Books, links below. Satin silk scarf, it's gorgeous. Check all the links below, okay? All right, let's just get on with it, all right? Sorry, that took a long time, but this is kind of an important month for you, Aries, because it is the month of opposition, where you might feel very exposed, like there is nowhere to hide, and all the things that you are discovering and learning are coming through the reflections of these most significant others coming back to you. Okay, instead of being in your Aries energy where you are paramount and you don't apologize, you make your decisions. I'm not saying it's offensive, but you don't apologize for being Aries. You just live your life. You make decisions of what is best and what is right for you, and then worry about the other people and consequences later. This time, it's quite different. It's like you're having to see through the lens of others, and that comes as a reflection back to you. There's no way to get out of it, so might as well grab this as a tremendous learning opportunity. Okay, so cards are already well shuffled in advance. Please bring your invisible friends, your guardian angels, archangels, and all of those beings who are there for you. Okay, you'll see what we're talking about in just a second. Okay, now let's just go for that. Okay, also do the cross watching and check for your sun, moon, and rising. Okay, especially if they're all different. Okay, so you might have to do a lot of homework. All right. Okay, bless the cards, okay? Bless this reading. Bless you, Aries. Thank you for coming to Tarot Illumination. I know there's thousands of channels out there, but you're here. So thank you so much. Over here, core heart energy. All the other chakras, great and fantastic, but if you don't have this sorted out, none of the rest of it matters, okay? So the heart needs what it needs. It wants what it wants, and it's asking you, Aries, to listen. Please listen to me. I am the core heart of you. Take care of me. I love you. I need you to love me. Okay? So what does that look like? Over here, legacy of the past. Like, what are you bringing in with you? Pretend this is a personal meeting, a personal reading. What's going on? Hair Illumination says, what do you got? What's in your bag? What's in your briefcase? Show me what's in your pockets. Just tell me a story, okay? Over here, the ever-present now. This is where things can be very uncomfortable because a lot of times, if there's anything that's not working out, we would rather escape. However, we do that. Drugs, alcohol, workaholism, relationshipaholism, dramaism, whatever it is, anything to avoid the present, dwelling on the past, projecting on the future, and then neglecting the now. But it is in the now where we own our power and we execute our power and express our power through the healing power of our decisions. So we need to know what that energy is like. And once you tune into that, we got to figure out how are we going to do this effectively so that you, Aries, can love thyself, because that is the most important thing you can do in this life, is love thyself, because that's what's best for you, which is best for your loved ones, which is best for the whole planet around you. In other words, you're creating your own aura from within, okay? And hopefully it's going to be a nice, healthy, glowing aura. So you're creating consequences here, okay? You're not just bumbling through life on autopilot, waiting for fate to happen. Over here, what does it look like when we're messing up? Because here in the now, facing what we call our future, it is the land of the unknown. So there's always a sense of risk, no matter how much risk mitigation you do, no matter how much homework you do, you're always facing what we call the future, the vast unknown, which is the land of opportunity, and all things change, okay? So what does that look like when you face into this bravely? What does it look like when you cower away and you decide, I can't handle this, I'm just gonna like do what I always do, like go have a couple of beers and just watch TV. Okay, over here, what about prospects and momentum for the next beat? And feeding that and making the heart healthy and happy. That generates your auric energy in your body, which creates the full aura around your body. Okay, over here, let's have a look at weather, circumstantial energy, environmental influences. You have the Seven of Wands. So my feeling here is like you're really in your strength right now, Aries. You're in your power. It's almost like you say, you know what? Yeah, yeah, I might be stressed out. I might be like just feeling like I'm maxed out, like I can't handle it. But you know you can. You're an Aries. Jeepers, you're an Aries. You can handle it. And you might be feeling like this thing, this pressure build up, like a pressure cooker building up through October, coming out of September into October with the Libra new moon, and then all that huge Scorpio stellium. That's just going to increase the intensity. Oh my God. Okay. And but you can handle it. It's almost like the more it comes at you, the more you rise into your power, the more courageous and true and determined and passionate you are to prevail. Okay. So let's have a look over here. What is the heart saying? Okay, Ten of Swords. And this is an admission, like the heart is no longer willing to be defeated by you, Aries. The heart is basically saying, whatever constitutes self-sabotage, self-undoing, martyrdom, sacrificial energy for the other, forget it. I am what counts. Okay, I can't take it anymore. I am not willing to be the pincushion for anyone and everybody else anymore. We have to take care of number one. It's our time now. Okay, enough is enough is enough. I'm speaking to you, Aries. Are you listening? And then Aries in your power says, oh my gosh, I wish you told me this before because this is an awful lot for me to handle. I don't know if I can handle all this. It's a lot. Oh, well, I'm not going to say I warned you or I told you so, Aries, but this is what seems to be showing up here. What are you bringing in with you, Aries? Okay, the Five of Coins. So in some ways you might feel depleted. Maybe you've lived through a whole year or 6 months of your life cycle as an Aries, coming to the 6 months full cycle of opposition now, where you might feel depleted or rejected or left out, or you might be scared of being like depleted or lost or left out in terms of how your relationships work. Remember, this is not a love and relationship spread, but we can't avoid the subject of significant other, you and the other, because this is their month, season like of opposition, and then going into the deep intimacy, which was what happens inside the opposition. Okay, so you might be getting these really almost like scary reflections, like, oh no, 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 I can handle it. I am facing huge obstacles. I don't know if I can handle it. My heart is saying enough, enough. I know it, I can hear it. But the thing is, if I listen to my heart and I say enough is enough, I can't handle it, does that mean I'm going to be rejected and everyone's going to hate me? Does that mean I have to reject everybody and everyone? Am I going to have to hate them? No, no, I can't handle it. It's too much. I love my loved ones. I want my loved ones to love me. Oh no, oh no, oh no. So you have a right to be scared here. You have a right to be aware that your sense of stability, wealth, abundance, and happiness can be very closely tied to how you relate with significant others, especially towards the end of the month when you look at the Scorpio stellium. That's full on to do with the energy of value. What is it that you value in the other? What is it the other values in you at the deep core level? And how does that look in terms of your personal life? Oh no, what does that mean? Because there are certain things in your life that are no longer acceptable at the heart level. Okay, and it's time to face that, understand that, even perhaps even if you don't understand it, it's time to examine that and have that presented to you through the great mirror, the great gift of reflection that comes from relationship. What about the now? Okay, with the Six of Wands here, to me this is almost like I'm Aries, I can do this. 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 Wah! I will prevail. You know you have to prevail. You know you will prevail. You know it's almost like you're having to go not into battle with the others, going to battle with the self, discovering what is it inside of you that allows this level of self-sabotage, self-undoing, placing yourself at the mercy of others, being the pincushion, the sacrificial lamb, the martyr to others, and then saying, finally, enough is enough. It takes huge, huge courage to call this out, okay, Aries, to live this through, and it's going to require immense courage and like basically a declaration of victory before you even engage in this. It's like, I know I have to win. I am a winner. That is my fundamental nature. I win, I prevail, I do whatever has to be done to prevail, to be the ultimate individual self that I am. And I know I'm going to be quaking in my boots because I'm going to see what doesn't work in the context of relationship. Oh no. Okay, so it's almost like you're seeing the most awesome versions of yourself facing these huge challenges, and at the same time quaking in your boots, realizing I'm being called out. I'm being called out to face the real me in ways I've never had to do before. Let's have a look at the healing power of your decisions here. So the Chariot. So this is a full-on, almost feels like a full-on war cry. Like, I am going to take charge here. It is time for me to take charge of this. It's almost like your heart is saying, having a private conversation at the back here. Jeepers, thank God. I hope Aries gets it. I hope he understands. And you're at your soul level, it's going, I think he gets it. I think she gets it. I think they understand. We really have to get our act together because I can see it that this is not acceptable. But it means I'm essentially going to have to go to war. War perhaps with myself, my own understandings about what love and relationships mean for me, which is getting it right for the rest of the world. There's no point in living in ultimately tragic, sacrificial type relationship dynamics where all you do is give everything to the other and they prevail and they might not even be aware that that's happening. And you deplete yourself completely. And then who else is there to blame? Duh. Because believe me, no one's going to stop you giving away all your power, all your winning secrets. They're just going to absorb it all as long as you keep giving it away. So what about you now, Aries? What about you? Okay, how do we do this? Okay, how do you get into your place of power where it's like, getting yourself, think of this as a very, very important like challenge, like a race, like a Monte Carlo rally or something epic event where you have to win. You have to do it. So you have to get you in full like soul spiritual alignment with the vehicle that is you, like bringing the healing power of love into your body, into your mind, into your heart, into your soul, and making that one whole thing. And then with Terra Illumination, next level stuff, we would say, well, not next level, but the next chat part of that little incantation is we ask for the healing power of love to fill our relationships, our loved ones, our home, and our lives from up above. And that is your war cry, okay? We ask for the healing power of love to fill our lives from up above, our relationships, our loved ones, our body, mind, heart, and soul, okay? That's almost like a war cry here. Okay. What? Okay. Going forward, how do we do that effectively? Because there's a lot on your plate here. Okay, Aries? The Nine of Swords. Face into it just like you would be a gladiator, okay? Knowing that you're going to get challenged, knowing that you're going to get a little beaten up, a little bit uh, roughed around the edges, uh, but that's okay. You can handle it. Ultimately, at the high levels of spiritual evolution, we would have to understand that you're the creator of your own existence. And this, no matter how individuated you might be, Aries, if there's a part of your heart that is saying enough is enough, no more martyrdom, you don't have to do that, then that means having to accept, understanding, in order to get your life together, you are the creator of your own destiny. You are the author of your own demise. Duh. Oh no. But now that you know that, and we're getting it here in your face from Terra Illumination, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, then you realize, oh, it doesn't have to be that way. I can not do this. I don't have to sync myself and link myself with impoverishment of self and soul, body, mind, heart, and life in my world. Okay, I can actually, do something effective, achieve and win in a way that works for me, Aries. Okay, so generating consequences. So what does that look like? Okay, well, let's just face it. This could be a pretty scary episode because it's like going face on, in terms of like the gladiator analogy that we were just using a while ago. That's you in the ring, okay? And you're very, very open. to others, because we're talking about the opposition here, full on reflection for the other. It's like there's nowhere to hide. You can't hide in the changing rooms. You can't hide in the stalls. You can't hide in the seats. You're full on out there. The gates are locked around you. You have to face the opposition, okay? And that can be scary because if you haven't been here before, which is typically what would happen in terms of evolution, we're facing a chapter here in your life where you've never been before. So it's good to have some kind of illumination. So that's what we do here at Tarot Illumination. Yay. So yeah, okay. So you might be sweating bullets. You might be scared. Can I handle this? Can I handle this? Am I being hazed? Am I being initiated into something? Can I handle it? Of course you can handle it, okay? You just have to accept that you've got to feel the fear and go forward anyway, okay? Which is very much a part of the Nine of Swords, okay? Knowing that you can handle it, knowing that you will prevail, knowing that you're going to face fear anyway. Over here, what does it look like if you say, no, there's just no way? First of all, TL is talking through his derriere. Number two, this is insane. This is over the top. It's too extreme. I can't possibly handle this even if I wanted to. Okay, the King of Cups, you're giving up on yourself. You're throwing away all the love. To me, it feels like, it's just like throwing away your capacity to attain mastery in terms of love and relationship, okay? If you think of this as an amazing opportunity in your life, like if you grab this moment, see this moment, face into it directly, allow that you're going to be challenged, allow that you have realized, oh my gosh, I've been called out. I'm no longer allowed to be a martyr in relationship. Then you realize once you take charge and you assert yourself and you make sure that you are valued and highly valued in the context of relationship, that is the most loving thing you can do. There's no laying down here and just giving it all the power away to the other. It's putting yourself here, number Aries, as number one, learning how to do it through the intensity of opposition in relationship and prevailing. And in so doing, you attain mastery at self-love. Okay? Which is incredibly hard to do, okay? But that's what this is about. This is your chance here for this to happen, okay? So please don't throw it away. Okay, prospects and momentum, just pumping into the next beat here. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. This is to me very, very exciting because it's almost like let the games begin. You know, think of like a Roman gladiator movie, and this is epic stuff, and it's happening right now, and you know that you are now creating your fortune going forward, having attained new levels of mastery, no matter how painful, no matter how frightening, like especially at the deep psychological level when you realize, oh my gosh, I was the author of my own demise. I always am, but I'm also the author of my own victory. Wow. So all I have to choose, all I have to do is choose. And so you realize it's always up and down. It always depends on your decisions. How are you going to love yourself now? What is the most loving thing you can do for yourself right now, Aries? And how are you going to do that? How are you going to get that? No apologies, okay? No apologies. And then let things turn out how they may be. Put yourself first here, and then let the others handle the consequences of you being you. Then that's their fate, okay? You're literally like creating fate as you go along here. So create your own fate and allow others to live their fate as a consequence of you creating your own fate, all in the most loving way that you can. It's almost like the King of Cups defeats the Ten of Swords. Yay! Score. You win, Aries. All right, thank you so much. I hope you get something out of this. I hope I didn't confuse you or scare you. Please have a wonderful month. Check all the links and please become a member. It would be fantastic to have you on board. Tarot Illumination needs all the members we can get here. All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye, Aries. Bye-bye.